Airtable is a relational database tool, and the key word here is relational. One of the key principles when building databases is what types of relationships can you actually create. There are three types of relationships we'll talk about today: one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. For most people coming from the spreadsheet world, this is going to be a foreign concept. So I'm here to clarify what these types of relationships mean. I want to use education as an example. We all went to school at some point, and there are lots of different relationships that occur inside of a school. In the one-to-one relationship, you can have one principal that is related to one school. For a one-to-many relationship, you can have a school with many classrooms or a teacher with many students. Sometimes the one-to-many relationships are also called parent-child relationships. For example, the parent in that school example is the school district. We'll have multiple schools in the district. A second example could be a school is the parent record and the classrooms are the child records. An example of a many-to-many relationship in a school setting is the class schedule. You have a list of classrooms and a separate list of teachers, and that creates a many-to-many relationship because a classroom could be occupied by many teachers throughout the day, and a given teacher could be teaching in many different classrooms throughout the day. Thanks for investing in your own knowledge base. I'm Cherry Yang, the founder of Claribase. We're going to be releasing our flagship course, Airtable Mastery, for free. In the course, you can find over 100 videos on topics like design, integration, automations, and interfaces. It's perfect for the Airtable champion who wants to build their database right the first time. You can sign up for the course at the link down below. The reason why these relationships are so important is because they lay the foundation of your database. You have to understand where the relationships are going to occur inside of your base to be able to architect it properly. In a sales team scenario, your sales team members are one side of the relationship and your customers are another side. So one sales team member can have a one-to-many relationship with the many different customers they are serving or they're selling to. A second example we can talk about is in a project management setting where a company can have multiple different projects. So that's a one-to-many relationship. And each project can have a project lead. That's a one-to-one relationship. A real-life example of a many-to-many relationship could happen at an auction house. So many people are attending the auction, and there are many products being auctioned off. So you can have person A bidding on product A and person B bidding on product A. And both of those people can also bid on product B and product C. So when you create a log of every single person's bids, that becomes a many-to-many relationship. To wrap up, building a database is a lot like building a home. You go through a design phase, you go through the actual build, and then you do maintenance. In the design phase, there's going to be an architect or a design firm that will come and make sure that your layout and your architecture is correct and safe. During that building phase, it's very similar to an implementation phase of your project where you're actually building the house, laying the foundation, and putting the bricks in place. Finally, when it comes to maintenance, you're replacing the hot water tank, you might be adding a back deck in 10 years, and that's very similar to maintaining a database as well. You're making little tweaks, little feature changes, and additions throughout. I think it's a great analogy and a great reason why everyone who's building a database should really focus on this design phase of the project.